Good evening and welcome to Metro Focus. I'm Jack Ford. On May 7th, New York Attorney General Eric Schneiderman resigned in disgrace, awash in scandal. 4 women came forward and detailed what they said were their experiences of being physically abused by Schneiderman. Governor Cuomo has appointed a special prosecutor to investigate these allegations. But now, the big question throughout the state is, who will be New York's next Attorney General? Here, with a look at a short list of candidates and everything that circulates around this, is digital reporter for City and State, Grace Segars. Grace, nice to have you here with us.
Thanks so much for having me.
First question I want to ask you, and people might think, well, this is a silly question until they find out what the answer is. You did an interesting piece on what qualifications a person needs to have constitutionally to become the Attorney General of the state of New York. What are they?
Well, in the state of New York, to be Attorney General, you need to be 30 years old or over, a United States citizen, and have lived in New York for the past 5 years. So
that's it.
That's pretty much
Nothing more. You're not legally required to be a lawyer, correct?
Right. So there was a case in 1995 that in the Court of Appeals that ruled that to be a district attorney, you had to be a lawyer. But thus far, they haven't made a similar ruling about attorney general. Now, that could change if we had an attorney general who wasn't an attorney. The Court of Appeals could rule again. But right now, all you need, 30, U.S. citizen, New York for the past 5 years.
There are a lot of people that fall within that list of qualifications.
Right. Well, they have to get elected first.
Right, and I guess that's the point, and you make it in your piece, that the fact that this is an elected position is that the public will get a chance to say whether, okay, you have those three criteria, but you don't give us a portfolio that would make us feel comfortable having you as the Attorney General. So it's the public that'll make that ultimate decision, yes?
Right, exactly. And to even get on the primary ballot in New York State, if you want to do a primary, you have to get either 25% of a party convention's votes or get 15,000 petitions. So if you're just Joe Schmo and you want to get on the Democratic primary for Attorney General, it's probably going to be pretty difficult for you.
Why do you think there is such enormous interest, and I think that's a fair way to categorize it, such interest in so many people who want to become the Attorney General?
Right. So I think it's because this is a major statewide position. And it's also been a launching pad for people to go to the governorship. So you saw with Eliot Spitzer, you saw with Andrew Cuomo, Attorney General and then governor. And also because this seat was not expected to be open. We thought we would have Eric Schneiderman running again, and that would be a relatively sleepy year for most statewide races. But this really threw a wrench into the mix.
Let's talk about some of the names that you're seeing being either floated by others or floated by themselves in terms of being interested in the spot.
Well, the big one is obviously Letitia James, the New York City public advocate. She just declared yesterday that she was running for Attorney General. Her campaign slogan is that she is the people's lawyer. And many people thought that she was a big contender for the 2021 mayoral race, but it seems like she's kind of leapfrogging above that, going straight to the Attorney General position. And that'd be a big deal because she was the first citywide Black woman to be elected, and she could become the first statewide Black woman elected.
Now, she's taken an interesting approach to this, right? So the way this works now is the legislature appoints essentially a person until there's an election, correct?
Right.
And right now, and we'll talk about it in a second, we have somebody who is holding down that seat, if you will. But the public advocate essentially said, don't appoint me here. I'll take my chances in the election. Why do you think?
Well, the word that keeps coming up is slimy. She didn't want to see slimy. She didn't want to seem like she was working behind the backs of the voters to be appointed by the legislature. There were also rumors that Assembly Speaker Carl Heastie wanted to put her in that position, the Attorney General position, to clear up the 2021 mayoral race for a protege of his, Bronx Borough President Ruben Diaz Jr. So it could have looked like a little bit of behind-the-scenes Albany machinations. And if you want to be reelected on the position of good government and anti-corruption, it's probably not a great idea to get your in as being appointed by the state legislature.
Talk a little bit about the person who's holding down the seat right now.
Barbara Underwood. Now, she was the Solicitor General of New York State. Now she is the acting Attorney General. She has a stellar resume. I know we just talked about qualifications and how they really don't matter, but her qualifications are definitely top-notch. She was the first woman Solicitor General in the United States. She clerked for Thurgood Marshall. She was first in her class in Georgetown Law. And she's really holding down the fort now. She's making the argument that she should stay in the post until the end of the year because she wants stability in the office.
What about the idea of her running for the post full-time?
She says that she's not interested in it. We'll see. 7 months, that's a long time. Maybe she will get a taste for it. But the way I see it, I think she's more of a person who just wants to hold down the fort, make sure everything is working correctly, make sure all of the lawsuits continue in order, and then let someone else take the reins.
There are a number of other people, as we said, who floated their names, but I've seen a number of editorial pieces where folks are saying it's time for us to have a woman in that office for a lot of reasons.
Right.
Are you seeing that argument being made also?
I think it definitely is being made, especially because Eric Schneiderman's downfall was so tied to his failure as a leader of the Me Too movement. And I think there is kind of this cultural backlash to that. So Tish James is one of the people being tossed around. There's also Zephyr Teachout, who is a Fordham Law professor and who ran against Cuomo in the 2014 Democratic primary and for Congress in 2016. And she's asked to be considered on the Working Families Party line.
Well, I think you mentioned that the anticipation was it's going to be a bit of a sleepy election before we had this seismic change. I think the reality is this will be anything but sleepy coming up. We're hopeful, Grace, we'll get you back in and talk some more about this as it continues to play out. But thanks for spending some time and giving us your insight on all of this.
Thank you so much, Jack.
You do well.
Thanks.